One take, I'm busy.
Silent Hill. Homecoming. Open scene to explosions and gunfire and cool stuff. Then meet our protagonist, Alex Shepard. He's strapped to a gurney and he's being wheeled down the hallway of a rundown hospital. But none of the staff look like the ones I've seen in ER, and I'm sure that's not good for the patient. Or that. How is that helping?
Alex is left alone in the hospital. Through the blurred glass doors, Alex witnesses a mysterious figure impale the doctor with a big blade.
Alex breaks free from the straps.
I can break these cuffs.
And he starts looking around for a way out. And then, oh, that's no surprise, it's Alex's brother, Joshua. What are you doing here? He wants his rabbit toy. But before Alex can get close enough to hand it to him, Joshua runs away.
Bye.
Alex follows his brother into an elevator. But there's something wrong with this elevator. If you're eagle-eyed, you can see it. It's a giant blade thrusting through the door. But as soon as it was an impossible situation to escape from, it was just a dream. I used to write that in my stories when I was like 8 years old, and the teacher told me off. She said, don't do that, it's shitty. Now, Alex wakes up in the passenger seat of a truck being driven by Travis. Yes, it's that Travis from Silent Hill Origins.
It looks like Alex is a soldier returning from war.
I've seen a lot of things.
Alex is dropped off in his hometown, Shepard's Glen. But wait, just one hot second. Something's not quite right. Where did all this fog come from?
There's a perfectly good car there, and it's totally unlocked.
And where is everybody?
Oh, no, here's a person, Margaret Holloway. So it turns out Alex had a childhood friend, Allie Holloway, and this is her mum. It also turns out that Shepard's Glen was founded by 4 families hundreds of years ago. The Shepard family, the Holloway family, the Fitch family, and the Bartlett family.
Not Holloway.
Better be.
Shepard.
Alex and Margaret are descendants of these families, and Shepard's Glen is named after Alex's own ancestor. Margaret is surprised to see Alex and tells him to be a good son and say hi to his mum. Oh, isn't that sweet?
In his childhood home, Alex looks at pictures of Joshua with his parents. But what's going on? There's no trace of Alex in these photos. That will undoubtedly come up later. Either that or he's like their least favorite son. They just blur him out. Son, can you just grab my camera? I left it in my bedroom. And then they go, quick, get a family portrait now. He's upstairs. It's just like one tear because he can see them from the second story. And Alex finds his mother, Lillian, in a catatonic state with a revolver in her lap. He tells his mother about his time at war. My socks were itchy. The food wasn't very nice at all. They made us fire the guns and they were really loud. Also, he was injured and he spent time in a hospital before returning home. She tells Alex about how much he misses Joshua and that his father, Adam, has gone to look for him. Alex takes the revolver from her and goes to find his brother.
Though, before he can leave, he hears a noise coming from the basement. The basement is flooded, and would you look at that? There's a monster lurking under the water.
Alex kills the monster, okay? In the basement, there's a room that his father used to butcher animals in after hunting trips. We see a flashback of young Alex entering the room, and he's being scolded by his father.
The flashback is over, and Alex makes his way back onto the streets. Passing the graveyard, Alex witnesses the town's mayor, Mayor Bartlett, digging up some graves. He's the mayor. He can do what he wants.
It's true, them's the rules.
No time to dwell on the perks of being a small-town politician, because Alex has bumped into Ellie Holloway. Ellie is hanging up missing person posters for her sister Nora. Seems a bit redundant. There's literally no one in town.
Ellie is mad at Alex for leaving for the military without even saying goodbye. But they reunite happily. I forgive you. I didn't say sorry. And then Ellie gives Alex a walkie-talkie, and Alex continues on his merry way. No phone, okay. Alex finds himself at the town's junkyard, where he encounters Curtis Ackers. He asks Curtis, "Hey, what's going on here?" And instead of an answer, Curtis gives Alex a handgun, which is all the answer he needs. Alex heads back to the graveyard and opens up the tomb of the Bartlett family. There he finds a watch. Yoink. Finders keepers. And that's all we can really say about this, because a siren sounds, and of course that means that the character is going to fall asleep and we're going to easily transition to the next scene. Alex wakes back up again. Oh, where am I? He's in Silent Hill. And there goes Joshua. Well, I'll have to run after him like in all the other fucking games so far.
Don't think about going into that dilapidated hotel. Oh no, here we go. Into the dilapidated hotel. There better not be any monsters waiting in here to attack me. Oh, there is.
Certainly. A Pyramid Head appears. Alex, you better hide.
Ah, I'm hiding.
Oh, very good. But Pyramid Head has already seen... I can see your shoes, dude. You're like behind the curtain. You're right there. The two have an intense stare-off. The Pyramid Head eventually moves along, leaving Alex unharmed. Oh, okay. Alex continues searching the hotel and finds himself in a greenhouse.
Mayor Bartlett is also there. He's also a descendant of one of the Shepard Glen's founding families. Like Joshua Shepard and Nora Holloway, Alex finds out that Mayor Bartlett's son, Joey, has also gone missing.
Oh no. Suddenly, a huge, freaky monster rises up from the ground. Mayor Bartlett begs for mercy,
Please give me mercy.
but is squashed by the monster. Alex defeats the monster, but the monster opens up a big hole in the ground and he falls through, and then he blacks out again, and we transition to the next scene again, because we're the laziest fucking writers. Alex regains consciousness back in Shepard's Glen. He's in one of the police station's holding cells.
Deputy Wheeler questions Alex, but when he finds out they're both seeing monsters, he lets Alex out. Nope, no harm, no foul. Now a dynamic duo, Alex and Wheeler head back into the streets. Gotta stop that pyramid head.
They're really called like Alex and Wheeler. It sounds so much like a fucking duo. Alex and Wheeler hitting the streets and solving crimes and meeting ladies. Alex encounters Ellie once again. Oh, hello. And then they dive into the sewers and are immediately separated. And then Ellie gets dragged away by a massive monster and leaves behind a huge puddle of blood. She's absolutely dead. There's no way she would survive with this much blood loss. And Alex realizes the same and he decides to go above ground. Goodbye, Ellie. I'll always remember not saying goodbye to you and this walkie-talkie you gave me in the age of cell phones. Back on the streets, Wheeler radios Alex and tells him, I gotta find Dr. Finch, who also happens to be another one of Shepard's Glen's family founding descendant people. So Alex finds Dr. Finch, but he's walking around like he's shit himself.
Oh, this is uncomfortable.
Alex approaches him, but not too close, and Fitch scurries away. I gotta change these pants. Alex follows Fitch to his clinic, where he discovers a collection of dolls. And, of course, the monsters are back. Sexy killer nurses. Cue the ER theme song. Alex unlocks a small, mysterious box to reveal another doll. There's plenty of these, okay. But there's a twist. As he picks up the doll, Alex is transported to the other world.
He finds Dr. Fitch in a large room wearing nothing but his underoos. Fitch is repenting for his sins by drawing on himself with red magic marker. What are you doing, dude?
Oh, my daughter's missing, can't you tell? Her name is Scarlet. I forgot to bring Scarlet her present.
What were you gonna get her?
It's a doll from a box.
Is it this doll?
It is, let me touch it.
Alex hands Fitch the doll, and his cuts begin to multiply and bleed profusely.
Ow. Hold on, I'm gonna drop this doll and it's gonna transform into a monster. Please forgive me, I said.
The monster bites Fitch's head off. Alex defeats the monster and then passes out.
Scene transition. Alex awakes in the clinic, back in its original state. It's not the other realm version. He finds a key that leads him to Town Hall. Let's go! In Town Hall, Alex finds an underground passage and a ceremonial dagger.
Ooh, what's this?
I recognize this, he says to himself. There he also finds portraits of founding members of Shepard's Glen. However, there's a portrait missing. Alex finds some ancient books explaining more of Shepard Glen's history. Number 1, the 4 founding families originated in Silent Hill. Number 2, it was the Shepards, the Holloways, the Bartletts, and the Fitches. They left Silent Hill 150 years ago and founded Shepard's Glen. Number 3, all 4 families were a part of the Silent Hill cult, the Order. Not that order. And number 4, to avoid punishment for leaving the cult, the 4 families made a mysterious pact with the gods.
Alex then realizes that the dagger is a key that unlocks the door to his father's hunting rooms. Why don't you just use a regular key, dude? Alex returns home and heads to his father's hunting room. We see another flashback showing Adam Shepard giving Joshua the family ring.
I'm Adam. Listen, Joshua, it's generations old, and I don't show this ring to anyone, especially not Alex.
Why would you give it to me? I'm the youngest son. Wouldn't you give it to the oldest son?
I just don't like Alex very much. Looking around the attic, Alex finds a note written by his father. I'm gonna ask my mum about this.
Alex goes downstairs to get answers from his mother, but...
Ding dong.
Who's that at the door?
It's members of the Order here. We're gonna kidnap your mum. You can't come in.
No soliciting, please.
Alex is knocked out in preparation for scene transition. He's transported to the other world. Alex solves the puzzles and escapes to the other world. Here he meets up with Ellie and Wheeler. What do you mean Ellie? She's dead. Remember the blood? Anyway, but they just gloss over that and they tell him that you gotta go to Silent Hill to save everyone. Who? Everyone. Let's get to the boat. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
While boating over Toluca Lake to go to Silent Hill, the Order show up again. No, not that Order. They kidnap Wheeler and Ellie. Alex is knocked out again.
Scene transition.
Alex wakes up ashore in Silent Hill. Despite being kidnapped and held hostage, the Order apparently has has left Wheeler with his radio, allowing him to contact Alex.
Oh, that's handy. Alright, Wheeler leads Alex to the Overlook Penitentiary. Once in the penitentiary, Alex fights off hordes of monsters and members of the Order. Not that Order. He frees Wheeler. Here you go. Thank you. Do you know where Ellie is?
There's a woman in solitary confinement.
Let's go there then. And nope, turns out that's not Ellie. That's my mum, chained in a torture device. Lillian begs me to end her suffering, and I comply. Wow. This really is the worst day of my life. Except for that time that fast food guy told me to enjoy my meal, and I replied, you too. Alex meets up with Wheeler again. But what's that? It's Otherworld time.
Oh no, someone else is in trouble. It's Margaret Holloway. What are you doing strapped to that chair? Alex helps free her. Oh my god, is that a human centipede? Watch out for the human centipede, Wheeler.
But it's too late. Goodbye, Wheeler.
Alex fights off the human centipede while Margaret escapes.
Oh, and also Joshua is back now, and he's running away. And now we're in a church. Scene transition. Alex goes to the confession booth. Dear God, are you there?
I am here, my son.
Wait, hold on. That sounds like me dad.
No, I'm not your dad.
That's definitely my dad. The figure alludes to having two sons, and of having to choose between the two of them. The figure says that he's always loved their son, singular, not plural, but I could not let him see the good things in life, like love, joy, and stuff. I'm sorry, Alex. Please forgive me. I, Alex, forgive him. After solving the puzzle, Alex finds a door behind the pipe organ. And who's there? But Adam.
Gets around quick. Confession booth, now he's tied up.
What's up with that? He's also stuck in a trap.
Alex takes the family ring back from Adam, who has it for some reason, even though Josh had it before. Alex asks him about where Joshua is.
Then we get the big surprise reveal. Alex never was a soldier.
What?
He actually was sent away to a mental institution. He got stink brain. Before Alex can get more answers, Pyramid Head shows up and slices Adam's body in half. Alex is an orphan now. Alex follows the Pyramid Head. Alex disguises himself as a member of the Order. Not that Order. Remember Curtis, the guy who gave Alex the handgun? Well, he shows up and knocks Alex unconscious yet again, so they can transition yet again. When he wakes up, he finds himself bound to a chair in a room. It's Margaret. Wait, what are you doing here?
I'm here to deliver some exposition. Remember that pact that the 4 founding families made to the gods 150 years ago? Turns out that it was a promise to sacrifice a child from each family every 50 years in exchange for protection from all that nonsense that goes on in Silent Hill. Until now. All of the other families have sacrificed their children, except for the Shepards who went and fucked it all up. Adam Shepard was meant to sacrifice one of his sons, but just couldn't get around to it. Busy man. Because of this, the Shepherd's Glen protection has faltered, and Shepherd's Glen has no choice but to go back to the old ways of the Order and Silent Hill.
Oh no.
So Margaret and Curtis have been going around and torturing and murdering everyone in Shepherd's Glen who refuses to join the Order. Not that Order.
That's enough exposition, Margaret.
Time to torture.
Margaret drills into Alex's thigh. Ow. It's bad for his leg and also the drill bit. Margaret tries to kill Alex by drilling into his head, but then Alex breaks free of the restraints
I can break these cuffs.
and turns around. Alex then kills Margaret with the drill bit. You didn't see that coming. Alex then finds Ellie, who is being tortured by Curtis. Alex kills Curtis and frees Ellie. I thought you died ages ago. Next they find Wheeler, who's holding a knife in his chest. How is he still alive? Miraculously, Alex saves him as well. Then Alex enters the tombs of the 4 families where children have been sacrificed over the past 150 years. On the Shepard family tomb, Alex sees his own name.
What the fuck, Mum and Dad?
This prompts a flashback. The night that Adam gave Joshua the family ring, Alex took Joshua boating on Toluca Lake in the dead of night, in the rain. On the boat, Alex, being very jealous of his older brother, starts roasting Joshua and calling him dumb. Then, Joshua says, well, I'm the favorite son, check it out, and he shows off the family ring. Alex reaches peak jealousy and tries to snatch it off Joshua. A tussle ensues, and Joshua falls, hitting his head on the way down and drowning in the lake. Oh my god.
Adam comes along and fishes Joshua's body out of the lake and tells Alex that he's done fucked up big time.
You're getting grounded for 3 weeks. No Xbox either. Alex then goes into a catatonic state, and he's taken to a mental hospital. Out of flashback, the world starts to shift to the other world, and a final boss appears, and Alex beats it down, of course he wins. And once the monster is defeated, Joshua's corpse falls out of it.
What?
Alex puts the ring back onto Joshua and apologizes to his young book. I'm sorry for what I did, killing you and such.
Alex climbs out of the sewers. That's where they've been this whole time, I guess.
Wait, they entered the sewers like 4 hours ago.
Well, also entered, and then she died with the pool of blood, and then he came back up, and then he went back down?
Fuck it. Play the ER theme music.
Ellie and Alex reunite, and the two leave Shepard's Glen together.